When it comes to being afraid of something, most of the time, it's because people misunderstand it or they don't understand the real facts. Today, we're going to take a look at one of the most feared snakes in all of Wisconsin, and unfortunately, it's the biggest victim of misinformation. I'm Joe Challoner, and you're watching What's in Your Backyard. So, if this snake is so feared, obviously it must be dangerous, right? Well, guess what? Looking for this snake, we don't need our tongs, we don't even need a snake hook, because believe it or not, this snake is completely harmless. And as you can see, it's no wonder why these snakes are thriving here. It's the absolute perfect environment. You got an area of water that is stocked every so many years with baby fish to keep the populations up in these waters. It's full of crayfish, full of frogs, all of their favorite foods. And then of course along the edge, you got all these rocky bases to where they can slip and hide away from predators. And you got this nice bushy grassland on the edge where they can hang out, catch spots to sun themselves, and wait for their next meal. Unfortunately, this is also a wonderful spot for people that love to fish. And the fishermen are the ones that are responsible for hundreds, if not thousands, of completely senseless killings of these species. They'll hang out here, they'll be fishing, they see a snake come by, and they instantly freak out and they assume that it's a water moccasin. And the fact of the matter is, water moccasins do not live in Wisconsin. They cannot survive here. You know, and it's really hard to believe that after all these years, people still believe that there's this venomous water moccasin lurking in our waters. And it all originated from farmers that migrated north 100 years ago that were used to these snakes on their farms. They seen them, they look similar, they just assumed they were the same. And no matter how much you tell them that they are a different species and they are completely harmless, they just won't listen. Tell you what, we're disproving two theories today. Number one, there's no water moccasins in Wisconsin. And number two, these snakes don't chase you because they're kicking my butt. Oh, just going into the grass. So fast. They're going in the water right there. See it? See the water right there?
How did that work?
I was this close. So fast.
Come on.
That's a big one. Oh, fuck. That's the biggest one I've ever seen. Damn it. They're so fast.
this up. Now this isn't the snake we're after, but this is pretty cool. This is the garter snake. He's not happy with me. Calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. He is not happy with me. You can see these beautiful markings he's got going on. You can come closer, bro. He is just, you can see him flaring up. He's letting me know, I'm not happy with you, bud. I don't like you hanging on to me. He's being real defensive. But the fact remains, the snake can't hurt me. The snake is just scared. Calm down, buddy. He's just scared. My guess is this is probably a gravid female. Calm down, naughty girl. And she is being extra defensive because she's about to have her babies. Calm down, girl. Aren't you just a mad little girl?
She is beautiful.
Now this one particularly has these beautiful, beautiful orange markings down her side. Calm down, girl. She is one feisty little devil. She is not happy with me. But this isn't actually the snake that we're after.
Let's see if I can get a close-up of you, sweetheart. Oh, you're beautiful.
This is about, I don't think I've ever seen a garter snake with this much attitude. She is definitely, I can feel in her belly. She's got a belly full of babies she's gonna have real soon. Calm down, sweetheart. See how she flattens her head up? Trying to make her look bigger than she is, or maybe even semi-look like she's venomous. Now, I don't want her to bite me, not because it's dangerous. I just don't actually want her to hurt herself, ripping out a tooth or anything of that sort. Hey, pretty. Hey, pretty, pretty. How amazing is that?
Have a good one, Mama.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let this girl go right back where we found her, so she can go have it. She's musking. Whew. We had smell-o-vision. You smell that, babe?
Oh man, don't I?
It's one of their other defenses. They'll put this putrid musk that they excrete on you. It smells terrible. You think, oh, that's not something I want to eat. And you let them go. But just look at how beautiful this snake is. Even though you want to bite me. You want to bite me, don't you? See the beautiful orange markings on the side there? Her head with that nice, beautiful stripe coming down the top. That is one beautiful, beautiful garter snake. We're gonna go ahead and release this girl right back where I found her. Come here, sweetheart. She was right in these leaves. It's a good spot for her. See how fast she disappeared? Man. Woo!
Again. These things are clever, aren't they, Joe?
Fast. They know how to use this environment to their absolute advantage. It's part of the reason they're thriving so well, because they've got this complete area like mapped out, kind of like we have our houses mapped out. They know where and when to disappear, and they've also evolved this amazing sense to feel the vibrations. So like he knows I'm coming up on him before I think he does. That's for dang sure. They can feel the vibrations, and they know that that's danger. They skim it right off. Makes it so hard to catch. But that's good. When I was a kid, none of this used to be here. It used to just be rocks. You know, so there was nothing to catch them. At least now, you know, this is all grown up, and it's given them this insane habitat to where they can protect themselves and thrive a little better.
is dedicated. I said Joe is dedicated.
There. Then he wasn't.
I believe in you. Come on. Here, snaky, snaky, snaky. Oh.
Oh! Thought I had him. Dove in there. I reached in and grabbed. Where'd it go, bro?
Right in front of me.
Oh, I see it. Dude, he was right there and then he just vanished.
Oh, he's right here.
Way over there again? That's son of a gun. I'm trying to point. Look where the camera's pointing.
Right.
I see him. He's right in front of me. It's facing that way. Oh yeah, he's gonna bite. Which way to go? Up. Up.
I don't know where he went.
Oh, I had the tip of his tail. He's gone to the left.
I lost track of him.
This way, touch his tail. Oh, he's right here. Right here. Okay. There he is. Got him. Got one. I got him. Dave, come around the car. This is the snake we're after right here. The most feared snake. Oh! Oh! Right. Ah! Got him!
Got him again!
Got him! Woohoo! Whoa! Big hole. This is the most feared snake in all of Wisconsin. And guess what? It's completely harmless, guys. This is the northern water snake, or the banded water snake, or the common water snake. Goes by all sorts of names. Now, this snake is honestly completely harmless and absolutely beautiful. Now, this is pretty special things about this snake. Number one, as you can tell, we've been trying all day to catch one, and they can sense some vibrations and they can disappear quick. And as you can see from their beautiful red and brown colors, they blend right in with the bottom of the forest on the edges of the water. They can dip in, find these little rock holes, hold their breath for a while underwater. These guys are feeding mostly on crayfish and frogs and also little minnows. Now, one of the most special things about this snake is almost every snake is either venomous or a constrictor. Now, the water snake is one of the few that is actually neither. This snake carries an anticoagulant in his saliva that stops you from blood clotting. So basically, when it bites you and its saliva gets in there, you'll bleed and bleed and bleed. You can imagine how on a little minnow or a young frog or a tadpole or a crayfish, when they bite them in the front, it's going to bite right on about where their lungs and their heart are, and it's going to continue to bleed, and they're going to pass pretty quickly, and then they'll swallow them whole like any other snake. Absolutely beautiful specimen. You can see underneath here some beautiful red markings. Now, these little bands are more blotchy on this one, but these little bands are kind of what gets this snake in trouble. This snake is misidentified as a cottonmouth, and you can clearly see from their head this is no cottonmouth. Very narrow, slender head, and we live in Wisconsin, and in Wisconsin there are no cottonmouths. They do not live here. What a beautiful, beautiful animal.
What's crazy is it's calmer than this common garter snake that we found.
Well, that is true.
That's wild, right?
It is wild. What a beautiful animal. And what he's doing is he's hanging out in this grass. He's waiting for little frogs and stuff to come up. Sometimes he'll go after the crayfish. They also eat the tadpoles. That's one of their delicacies. But please, next time you see someone fishing in Wisconsin, make sure and let them know you don't need to kill those beautiful snakes you see. They're completely harmless. Absolutely stunning. We're gonna go ahead and let this guy go right where we found him. He was right here in this grass. Just let him right back in there. Woo! Banded water snake. We got one! Check this out. This is one of their favorite foods right here. And they like to hang out in these current waters. This right here is an evolving tadpole. You can see he's got his back legs, no front legs. Still using the water to breathe. This right here is one of the favorite foods of the water snake up here. Between this and little minnows, they love them. They'll bite on the front, and that anticoagulant will make their lungs bleed out until they're deceased, and then they swallow them whole. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to put this guy right back where I found him. How cool is that?
Tell you what an absolute amazing day out herping in the wild. I just love bringing my backyard to your TV screen. And right here, before we head out, guess what these are? These are little turtle eggs that have hatched out right here in this same bank where all these snakes are. And they entered their way into that creek system right there to go start their journey of their life. So, until next time, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on that notification bell because you're not going to want to miss the next episode of What's in Your Backyard.